In this box I have yet another LGA 1151 motherboard that I will try to use with my Xeon E3 1275V5V6 that I have. I don't know what to do with these CPUs, so I'm trying to find a decent motherboard from AliExpress that would let me build some sort of a small form factor PC or get some other usage for these CPUs. This motherboard comes from Huananzhi, and this is a mini-ITX motherboard with external power. Inside the box we are greeted with this kind of power and SATA splitter, so it means that the motherboard also provides SATA power in case you would want to use external power supply that does not have any power cables for SATA SSD drives. Then we have this kind of a warranty card. This is a standard card for all Huananzhi motherboards, and as far as I know, this 3-year warranty works only inside China. Finally comes the motherboard itself, and I'm afraid it comes without I/O shield. Yeah, I don't see the I/O shield in here, which is pretty disappointing, but okay, I guess I will have to design and 3D print an I/O shield for this motherboard. So let's take a look at this motherboard and see why I am interested in it. As you can see, this is a mini ITX motherboard that comes with laptop memory slots. So these are DDR3 SODIMM memory slots. At least, if I remember correctly, this motherboard is supposed to be with the DDR3. I don't remember visually where the splitter is supposed to be for DDR3 and DDR4 SODIMM, but I believe this is DDR3. I also bought a very similar one with the DDR4, so I might be wrong, but I will double check. Anyway, so I am interested to use this motherboard as a mini PC with the Xeon E3 1275V5. I might need to modify BIOS, but it might also work out of the box. According to Huananzhi, the motherboard natively supposed to work with all LGA's 1151 CPUs such as i3, i5, i7 and i9 starting from 6th to 9th gen. And on the motherboard itself we have M.2 slot. I believe this M.2 slot is PCI Express 2.0 connected to the chipset because these CPUs simply don't have enough PCI Express lanes. But because we do not have PCI Express X16 slot, there is a chance that the PCI Express 3 lanes are actually routed to the M.2 slot. Then over here we have an additional tiny M.2 slot for M.2 Wi-Fi Bluetooth adapters. Down there we have 2 SATA ports, and I hope these are 3.0 SATA ports, because otherwise it would be a disappointment. And here you can see that this is SATA power. It connects to here, and this of course connects to here like this, and then this goes into your SATA SSD drive. So it is a bit let down that we have 2 SATA ports but only 1 cord. So if you would have to connect 2 SATA drives, you would have to buy this additional cord yourself, but at least we have 1. The power delivery system here is pretty basic, and I would not install here anything more than a low power CPU, so even something like i7 9700 would be way too much for this motherboard, but something like i5 94 or 9500 would be just fine. Down here, what do we have? We have CPU fan, front panel buttons and LEDs. This is a COM port. This one I actually have no idea, and I think these ones are GPIO pins. So if you would want some sort of a DIY project similar to Raspberry Pi, that could work. Then here we have a 3-pin fan header, and these 2 I believe are USB headers for the front panel. Then over here, this looks a little like a TPM header, but I am not sure what it is. The little title over here says HDMI, but I believe it's for this port, so I'm not entirely sure what this header is for. If this is for a TPM module, that would be good, because otherwise we might not be able to install Windows 11 with full compatibility on this motherboard. In terms of power, as you can see, we do not have 24-pin power connector, we only have 4-pin power connector, so the motherboard can either get 4-pin power connector from your standard AT or ATX power supply, or here is a DC power input, and as far as I remember from the specification, the motherboard can take from 12 to 19 volts. Also, we have this HDMI port, VGA port, 4 USB 3 ports, Ethernet port, basically audio input and output, and this one, white one, I am not sure what this one is for. It looks identical to these power headers, so this might be one extra power for whatever reason. This one is front panel audio, the BIOS chip is over here, so I'm not entirely sure what this one is for. I will have to check what this is and what this is, and then update in my detailed review of this Huananzhi motherboard. Of course, if you're interested in the detailed review of the motherboard, then feel free to follow me on my main channel. The review will be published there. This channel is only for short clips and unboxing videos.